In this video I'm going to show you how to install WordPress using Fantastico. Fantastico is a component of cPanel, and if you don't have cPanel on your web host, then I seriously recommend you move to a web host that has. The reason being, cPanel makes your life so much easier in so many ways, and Fantastico, if you use scripts, is certainly worth its weight in gold. Now, this version here is version 11 of cPanel. You may have a earlier version of it on your computer. It really depends on what version is installed on your web host. So let's scroll down a little. It's in the same place on earlier versions. Right down the bottom here, just here, we have Fantastico Deluxe. The icon may be slightly different on yours, but the words will still be the same. Now if you click on that, it will take you through to this screen here. Now this screen is where you can install all sorts of software. You can see here there's different types of blogs, content management, customer relationship, discussion boards, e-commerce. There's so much here that you could lose hours in here, and there's lots of different things you can use for your business. So I really would recommend having a good poke around because it's so easy to use. Now we are installing WordPress, so we click on WordPress. There you are, it comes up with that. Now just so you know, when upgrades to WordPress are available, they will appear here. Now if you've got an installation, it will appear down here. I'll show you afterwards. And all you do is you click on that, and there's this little upgrade sign appears here. You click on upgrade and it will upgrade you to the latest version. No effort required on your part. Now it's not massively obvious how you install it from here, I must admit. First time I saw it, it took a little while for me to realise. But you click here where it says new installation, and as I said, a 2-year-old can do this. Right, so you pick a domain, you pick a directory, so I'm going to put it in /blog. The reason for that is a subdirectory. You can put it into any domain you want. If you leave that blank, then you can install it into the root domain. What I tend to do personally is, even if I'm installing a blog only WordPress onto a website, I still tend to put it in /blog or /content or into a subdirectory, and then I put a htaccess redirect into the root. The reason being is that if the website does really well, I may decide I want to change it to a sales letter in the future, and if I've got WordPress installed in the root directory, the main directory on my domain, it's going to make it difficult for me to change the purpose of the domain without losing my blog, basically. And if I've got it into a subdirectory, what I can do is all I do is I change the htaccess redirect to point to the file, point to the normal index file, so I can go back to using it as a normal website, and all my blog pages are still there and still indexed by the search engines. So it's just what I do. You don't have to do this, but it's just in case that sometime in the future I want to change the purpose of a website. It's very easy for me to do so without having to do lots of rewriting and possibly losing web pages which are ranking high in the search engines. Because of course it takes you time to get in the search engines, and the last thing you want to do is to lose pages that are ranked and have to delete them, because it messes up your rankings. So you put a directory in there, enter a username, enter a password, and this is the base configuration. Here I'll put list building expert as my name. My admin email address will be info. Site name, how you can build a list. Just and description, tips and tricks for building a massive list. Now the reason it asks for these is these appear in your WordPress theme. The admin nickname tends to be used for the posts, so it will say posted by list building expert. I always tend to put my keyword in here because again it just helps with search engine rankings. The site name appears typically on the theme at the top. You can change these, by the way, from within the control panel of WordPress, but put in something for now. I said have a think about it, put it in. You can change it later. Again, try and include your keywords in them, not so that it doesn't become readable to humans, but put your keywords in. I've got build a list, building a massive list. But it still makes sense for a human to read. So now this is the complex bit. Sit back. Let's install WordPress and press that button there. And there it goes. Oops. No valid directory name. So sorry, I put in a got to go in blog. You mustn't put the slash in it. Sorry, I was getting excited there. If you just put the directory name, no trailing or leading slashes. Let's install WordPress now. Okay, now it's telling me that it's going to create these SQL databases. This is where it's going to go. Finish installation. You see, even I can't install WordPress correctly first time. And there you are. It says it's done. It's installed. What I would recommend that you do is you put your email address in there. How to build you put your email address and send email there, and then file it. All that does is send you an email saying I've installed WordPress on this domain, this is the password, this is the admin email account. Make sure your password is a little bit more secure than password. I highly recommend you use probably at least 8 characters. Make sure there's at least 1 capital and at least 1 number. The reason being is WordPress is a popular application. People will try to hack it and get in there. It may happen to you, it may not. I've had WordPress blogs taken over by people in the past, so just make sure your password's secure. So that's the reason. Just send your email to you and file it. And this is how you log into it. Build your website / where you installed it / wp-admin. That's all you do. Let me just copy and paste that into my browser bar. Right, let's just load that up now. And that's in admin, and enter my password. Log in. I don't want Internet Explorer. Admin password. It's going a bit slow today. There you are, I've logged in. So that's all you need to do, and that's as easy as it is to install WordPress. I can even visit my site now. There you are, there's my blog. Doesn't look pretty, does it? But that's not a problem, as we are going to be talking about how to change these themes, edit it, and make it look really, really good. But that's in another video. But now you know how to install WordPress simply from Fantastico in cPanel. It's dead easy, isn't it? Anybody can do it.